There's something more dangerous than failure, something deadlier than fear, more destructive than rejection. It's not loud, it won't go viral, it doesn't trend on social media, but it kills, silently, ruthlessly, every single day. And the worst part is, you'll never find it on your calendar, because it's buried under every excuse you have ever made. It doesn't destroy your life overnight. It eats away at it slowly, invisibly, while you smile, scroll, and say, maybe tomorrow. That thing is procrastination. You never started, not because you didn't dream, not because you weren't smart enough, strong enough, or capable enough, but because you kept waiting, procrastinating, waiting for a sign, waiting for permission, waiting for everything to feel just right. But here's the harsh truth. People who don't start never get to finish. You did not lose. You did not fall. You didn't fail. You just never showed up. You never even stepped into the ring. Does that speak to you a little? Because the next few minutes are going to be a mirror. And maybe, just maybe, the next few minutes will be the match that finally lights your fire. Let's destroy the first lie we tell ourselves. I just need more motivation. No, you don't. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. Motivation is like a sparkler, pretty, short-lived, and useless when the wind picks up. What you need are systems. What you need are habits, discipline, and momentum. What you need is to move, even when it's inconvenient, even when it's ugly, even when no one's watching. Here's what psychology tells us, and science backs this up. Motivation doesn't come before action. Action comes first. Motivation follows. Studies from Stanford University prove it. Our brains generate motivation after we take the first step, not before. Let that sink in. You don't wait to feel ready. You move, and readiness catches up. Successful people don't sit around waiting to be inspired. They act, then ride the wave they create. If you wait for motivation, you'll be waiting the rest of your life. You'll be watching others build, create, live. And you wonder why you're still stuck on the sidelines. Talk to someone in their 70s. Ask them what they regret. It's not the risks they took. It's not the projects that failed. It's not even the relationships that broke. It's what they never started. Bronnie Ware, a hospice nurse who spent years with people on their deathbeds, documented their last thoughts. The number one regret they had was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. They weren't confused. They weren't unsure. They knew what they wanted. They just didn't move. Why? Because they waited for approval, for a perfect moment, for the fear to go away. But it never did. And here's the cruel twist. Time didn't wait either. Everyone wants to finish big, but no one wants to start small. You want your first video to go viral, your first client to pay top dollar, your first business to blow up in 30 days. But that's not how it works. Listen to this. The first version will be ugly. The first step will be awkward. The first draft, supposed to suck. Before the masterpiece came, there was the mess. Thousands of sketches no one will ever see. Thousands of words no one will ever read. Thousands of attempts that looked like failure, but were actually growth. J.K. Rowling was rejected a dozen times. She wrote Harry Potter while broke, depressed, and raising a child alone. What separates her from everyone else? She started, broke, unknown, with no applause. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to look foolish? To be misunderstood? To fail publicly before you succeed privately? Because here's what no one tells you. You're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of being seen trying. You're terrified of what people will say. You don't want to look like a beginner. You don't want to be laughed at. You don't want your friends or family to see you start something and not get instant results. But let me tell you something powerful. You care more about how it looks than how it ends. The spotlight effect makes you think everyone's watching your every move. But they're not. They're too busy fighting their own fears. They are too busy scrolling, surviving, comparing, pretending. They're not laughing at you. They're watching Netflix. So why are you letting people who aren't even thinking about you control your life? Here's the truth that changed everything for me. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your preparation. But preparation doesn't mean obsessing. It means taking action, even if it's clumsy. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Some of the biggest names you admire started recording on cheap phones. No followers, bad lighting, zero experience, but they hit upload anyway. They didn't wait for permission. They gave themselves permission, and now I'm giving it to you. Start scared. Start unsure. Start anyway. Hear what Will Smith once said. You don't set out to build a wall. You lay one perfect brick every single day. Most people stare at the whole wall and get overwhelmed. But winners? They just lay bricks. So what's your brick today? One paragraph written? One phone call made? One video uploaded? Greatness isn't built in a day. It's built one messy, quiet, unimpressive brick at a time. This isn't about finishing a project. It's about becoming the kind of person who starts. Every time you take action, you cast a vote for the kind of person you want to become. So when you delay, you're voting for the version of you that stays stuck. The maybe later you, the excuse-making you. Want to change your life? Change your identity. And to change your identity, start acting like the kind of person who doesn't wait. So here we are. After all the delays, all the mental negotiations, all the invisible moments you talked yourself out of your own destiny, you're standing at a crossroad. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, one path leads to more of the same. More doubt, more regret disguised as logic, more playing it safe in the name of being realistic. While the other path it's risky, it's awkward, it's lined with failure, learning curves, and small, quiet wins. But it's the only road that leads to who you're supposed to become. You don't need to see the whole map. You just need to take the first step. Start the podcast. Write the first sentence. Record the first awkward video. Make the scary call. Send the bold email. Upload the imperfect draft. Because 5 years from now, you won't remember how scared you were. You'll remember that you began. Let people watch. Let them judge. Let them misunderstand. But don't let them stop you. You don't have to be the best. You just have to begin. Because people who never start, never grow, never evolve, never inspire. And you are one decision away from living a story worth telling. So start. Even if it's messy, even if it's lonely, even if no one notices at first, start anyway, because your future is begging you to. If this video stirred something in you, if it made you pause, reflect, or feel that fire inside your chest, like it and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and most importantly, share this with someone who's stuck. Someone who just needs one spark to light their way. Because maybe your start could inspire theirs. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep moving, keep building, and remember, starting changes everything.